Hi friends, welcome to the end of the world. Today we're going to be watching the last episode of Good Omens. It's called The Very Last Day of the Rest of Their Lives. So yeah, I guess they really got some sort of apocalypse, end of the world feelings going on, which can't possibly be a surprise because yeah, this is the episode that I feel like they have led up to the entire season, you know, because yeah, now we're finally there, the world is finally ending, and so now we're gonna finally get to see what they're gonna do about it. And I know that a few episodes ago I was a little bit in doubt. I was like, are they actually going to be able to save the world, or would this show just be like, nope, the world ended and that's it, congratulations. But I do feel like they're gonna be able to somewhat stop it. I'm still very much in doubt about Adam or not, because right now it does feel like he's gonna be hopeful and he's gonna somehow just help the group prevent the end of the world. But at the same time, just the fact that he was calling for the horsemen the same way that he had called before was just kind of creepy. And I guess he just wanted to let them know that he was there and stuff like that. But I don't know, I don't 100% trust Adam right now. I think I have every reason not to, because he does just switch and switch and switch and switch. So he's a little bit unstable, the poor boy. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see all these characters finally team up for once and actually use all their powers together to defeat, the horsemen and prevent the end of the world. And I guess we're also going to somewhat start to see the angels fighting. And yeah, there's a lot to happen this episode. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what sort of things they're going to pick and choose to talk about and show us and those kind of things. So I'm definitely, excited to see what this ending is going to be like, because I definitely feel like this is probably going to be the strongest episode of the show, just because to me, I feel like it just progressively got better. And so right now, I think this is going to be the peak of Good Omens. I think it's going to end with a bang, and I'm just excited to see what the heck is going to happen, how they're going to save the world. So we should, just press play and hopefully the world won't end. So yeah, let's do it. Thanks for watching. Sir, what is that?
The trial of the demon Crowley, beginning with evidence and ending with utter obliviation, is in session. All rise.
Bring in the traitor!
What? They got him? How did they?
Hey guys.
I'm the judge.
And I'm the prosecutor.
And so Dagon here is defending me.
Oh, I'm afraid not. No, I'm just here in case there's anything you've done that they forgot.
But we built this place for you specially. It shall be your place of trial. And it shall be your place of destruction.
Guys, you shouldn't have gone to all the trouble.
You may need to brandish your weapon, Sergeant Shadwell. We are here to lick some serious butt.
Kick, Aziraphale, kick butt, for heaven's sake.
Oh, I would have just said that.
They're saying it's the end of the world.
Yes, I got that.
It has begun.
I didn't ask for it to begin.
Your very existence demands the ending of the world. You can make the world anew.
That's him! The curly one! Shoot him! Save the world!
You are part of us, not them. No one will disobey you.
What? It's just a wee bear and you're gonna...
Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, no. Give me that.
Damn! There's no way you can do it.
Ignore this nonsense.
Shoot him, Aziraphale!
I'm sorry. I couldn't let you do it. Excuse me, why are you two people?
Long story. You see, I was in my
It's
bookshop.
not right. You should go back to being two separate people again.
Oh! Very good job.
There we go, tingly. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Tell me.
I think it's about me. I am not technically a computer engineer. I'd like to be. But I'm actually just
what?
Just the opposite. I'm rubbish with computers. Every time I try to make them work, they break.
Oh!
We're doomed.
Little boys with your toys.
I'm not a boy.
I am war. You were made to serve me, to live in me, and die in me.
And my mum says that war is just masculine imperialism executed on a global stage.
A little girl. Run home and play with your dollies, little girl.
I do not endorse everyday sexism.
Oh, man!
We're Adam's real friends. Not you lot. I believe in peace, bitch.
What?
Drop and pepper, quick!
I believe in a clean world.
I want you to repeat after me. Tougher, smarter, and
Something's happening. Something's wrong.
We're idiots. Look, repair it.
What?
Get this computer room working better right now. You said every computer you try and fix dies, so fix it.
You cannot destroy me. That would destroy the world. Good day, gentlemen.
Cheek. Cheek.
Death opened wings of night. Wings that were shapes cut through the matter of creation into the darkness beneath.
Lord Beelzebub, what an honor.
Crowley, the traitor.
That is not a nice word.
All the other words I have for you are worse. Where's the boy?
That one. Adam Young. Hi. Young man, Armageddon must restart right now. Temporary inconvenience cannot get in the way of the greater good.
As to what it stands in the way of, that is yet to be decided, but the battle must be decided now, boy. That is your destiny. It is written. Now start the war.
No! Oh! No, 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 no!
What's happening? I can feel something.
They did it. They told his father.
Oh no.
And his satanic father is not happy.
Perhaps it's a volcano.
No, there aren't any volcanoes in England.
You can call me an old silly, but it looks like the devil is coming. Satan himself.
That's the way it is it? Anyone wants to hurt the whore of Babylon is going to have to get past me.
Oh, Mr. Sherlock.
Come up with something, or I'll never talk to you again.
Holy crap.
I was scared that you'd be hell incarnate. I hoped you'd be heaven incarnate. But you're not either of those things. You're much better. You're human incarnate.
Adam, reality will listen to you right now. You can change things.
And whatever happens, for good or for evil, we're beside you.
I'm gonna start time. You won't have long to do whatever you're going to do.
Holy crap.
Where's my son? You're my rebellious son? Come here.
What because he looks so chill. Are you seeing what's happening right now, Adam?
Dads don't wait until you're 11 to say hello, and then turn up to tell you off. You're not my dad. You never were.
Really? That's working?
For soon enough you will be playing with fire. So this is the final one of Agnes's prophecies?
As far as I know.
And Adam? Human again?
As far as I can tell, yes.
Something bad. Oh, what is with the delivery?
What if the Almighty planned it like this all along? From the very beginning. You can stay at my place, if you like.
I don't think my side would like that.
You don't have a side anymore. Neither of us do. We're on our own side. Like Agnes said, we're going to have to choose our faces wisely.
Can Dog and me go outside?
You know what your father said?
He said that even if he didn't know why I was in trouble, I would.
And? Was he right?
Poor Adam!
Can you explain it to me?
Do you understand what happened yesterday?
Well, I understand some of it. But some of it, well, it's just a little bit too,
Ineffable! Oh, that's funny seeing him here. That's meant to be bad luck. That's meant to be bad.
What the fuck?
Renegade angels all tied up with string.
These are a few of our favorite things.
Stop them!
What's wrong, lamb?
Ooh, bad luck, dear.
Creatures of hell! You have heard the evidence against the demon known as Crowley. What is your verdict? Do you have anything to say before we take our vengeance on you?
What's it to be? An eternity in the deepest pit?
No, we're going to do something even worse. Letting the punishment fit the crime.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Oh no, not the...
Ow!
I don't even know what to call it.
No. What have I done?
The wrong place, wrong time.
Please, no!
Demon Crowley, I sentence you to extinction by holy water.
How is he going to escape this?
That's odd. That's my name. Excuse me,
Further nice and accurate prophecies of Agnes Nutter concerning the world that is to come. Ye saga continues.
I suppose now I pop the question.
Yeah. Go on then.
Aye. How many nipples have you got, Jezebel?
Retired, Jezebel, Mr. S. Just the two.
Well, that's all right then.
We're meant to be the good guys, for heaven's sake.
Well, for heaven's sake, we are meant to make examples out of traitors. So, into the flame.
Don't do it! Somebody save him!
Right. Well, it's lovely knowing you all. May we meet on a better occasion.
Shut your stupid mouth and die already.
Don't do... What?
I don't suppose that anywhere in the 9 circles of hell there's such a thing as a rubber duck.
Oh, cool.
No?
Is it because they're not 100% evil, not 100% good?
It may be worse than we thought.
I think it would be better for everyone if I were to be left alone in future. Don't you?
Right. Think of it this way. Do you want to be a descendant all your life?
Ma'am, are you gonna do what I think you're about to do? Wow.
Dog, get away from that hedge. Because if you went through, I'd have to chase you to catch you. And I'd have to leave the garden. And I'm not allowed to do that. But I'd have to if you went and ran away. Dog, you bad dog! Stop! Come back here!
He couldn't see why people made such a fuss about people eating their apples. But life would be a lot less fun if they didn't. And there never was an apple, in Adam's opinion, that wasn't worth the trouble you got into for eating it.
Swap back then.
It was just like Agnes had told them. They were playing with fire and would need to choose their faces wisely. And so they had.
Tartan collar? Really? Tartan is stylish. I like to think none of this would have worked out if you weren't at heart just a little bit a good person.
And if you weren't, deep down, just enough of a bastard to be worth knowing. Cheers.
I feel like there's gotta be a twist of like bad thing, just because it's so chill right now. Really? That's it? You're not gonna surprise me with a really, really bad thing to ruin everything? Okay, so I guess it's time to talk about the finale. In a way, I feel like I really liked the ending. It ended in a really good way, but I feel like overall, the way that they got to the ending, to me, felt a little bit underwhelming. And I think that this is just because I feel like they did such a build-up to the finale that maybe my expectations were a little bit too high. But I just mean that, you know, the past 5 episodes were all leading up to this one moment where they would have to face like the end of the world and how they were going to be able to stop it. And honestly, it kind of felt like they stopped it too easily. Like the entire episode, I was waiting for something, you know, bad to happen because they just like seemed to have solved it like right in the beginning. And so I was like, okay, I guess you solved it, but like something's gonna happen and it's gonna be like unsolved or something like that. And I will be criticizing the show a little and I kind of feel bad, but you know, I want to be honest in my reactions and my commentary. I don't want to lie just I don't know, because I guess people who were watching this probably did like the show, and I did like the show, but I just feel like the ending was just way too easy, honestly. Like the fact that he would just say, "You're not my father," and that would defeat Satan, to me felt like it was too easy of a fix. The other kids killing the horsemen without the horsemen even trying to fight back because they had the flaming sword, too easy. Like, I love the kids, but like, hello, those are like the 4 horsemen, so I don't think that there's any way that the kids would have ever been able to defeat them so easily. You know, it just, to me, it didn't make that much sense. I was waiting for something bigger, something more majestic, and I feel like Adam didn't even have such a big, I mean, I guess his big part was, you know, defeating Satan. I do like how they didn't kill Death and how they, you know, they kept Satan for Adam to defeat and stuff like that. The fact that he would touch the computers and suddenly everything would break, and then boom, I guess no more missiles and no more anything bad. Really? Because I know that they set it up in the previous episodes and I liked that, but they could have made that so much of a bigger deal, because that was just too easy, and I feel like Anathema barely did anything. She was just there and literally just told him, try and fix it, and, you know, I don't know. Everything felt like it could have been harder because, you know, it took them so long to even get to this place that I was really expecting the entire episode to be all of them fighting together. How are they going to defeat it? And, you know, I expected it to be much harder, because if this is what it takes to, you know, stop the end of the world, then I guess it ain't that hard. Okay, that felt mean. I really just criticized that a lot, and I'm sorry. But I was just, you know, the way that they made it seem so easy and resolved it so quickly, I thought that, you know, the scenes in the Air Force base stuff, like I thought that was going to take the entire episode. Like I felt like they were going to be able to defeat them with like 5 minutes to spare, and then we were going to have this sort of aftermath that we saw. But the reality is that it was the opposite. I think they defeated like within the first, I don't know, 20 minutes, and then the other half an hour was more of the aftermath that I thought that they would be fitting in into like 5 minutes or something. It still felt like a very good conclusion to the show. You know, they had quite a few callbacks to just the pilot, and I thought it was really, really interesting, you know, the way that they were like, oh, like the Garden of Eden and those kind of things, you know, and the apple, you know, that was really cool. And I like that the ending, I like the way that it ended, the actual end, you know, the fact that Crowley and Aziraphale, you know, just switched bodies, that was genius. I hadn't noticed that, because what I felt had happened is that maybe the holy water like wasn't working on Crowley because he was not unholy, a part of him was holy or something like that, and that the fire wasn't destroying Aziraphale because he had some sort of like naughtiness inside of him. But it's actually cooler that they would switch bodies. That does make more sense, even though I feel like the entire episode really played around with an idea that I remember talking about in the pilot, which is just of how they're neither good nor bad, they're a little bit of both. And this is such a random commentary, but I feel like they really played around with colors this episode, or at least the way that I saw it. And I know that some people are going to see this, like my analysis right now, and they're going to be like, girl, you are reading into this. It's just like ice cream. But the thing is that when you think about it, many people are into the creation of this show, so nothing is really coincidental. But what I was going to say is that I thought that it was very interesting that when they were eating ice cream, yeah, everybody's going to think I'm crazy, that when they were eating ice cream, Aziraphale had a sort of a white ice cream with a little thingy of, you know, chocolate, which was like the dark side, I want to say. Meanwhile, Crowley just was eating something red. And I feel like, to me, the way that I saw it, and yes, I do know that I am like reaching, and I'm reaching very high right now, but I just thought that it was interesting because to me that's kind of how I see the characters, you know, as Aziraphale, as the goodness, you know, the white, which is how they represent the angels and stuff like that, right? So mainly whites, but with a little bit of the chocolates, which was what they represent, like the dark side, right? And then Crowley, he's just red because I feel like he's a little bit of both. He's more, because while Aziraphale is more good than bad, I feel like Crowley's kind of 50-50. So I feel like Red would be a good representation of just like, he has the fire inside of him and stuff like that, but he's not really a bad person. And yes, I know it's just ice cream. Maybe it's just completely coincidental, but that's really what I thought in this scene. So I was like, I'm a share. Because I also thought that they were playing a lot with colors with the kids when they were destroying the horsemen, because I thought that it was interesting that Pepper, I think it's Pepper, right? She was wearing red and so was War, and so I thought it was very interesting. It was clear that they were making a sort of parallel in between the horsemen and the kids, you know, just because like the bikes that they both had, you know, and the fact that it was 4 and 4, and you know, now the fact that each of them sort of killed one, except for Adam, who didn't kill Death, which made a lot of sense, by the way, because I assumed that he would kill Death, and the fact that Death is sort of needed for the world to actually function was like, oh yeah, that's smart. I wouldn't have thought of that, so I really like that. But anyways, I thought those parallels were just brilliant because I feel like it's the innocence of a kid versus, you know, the meanness of a horseman. It was interesting to see that Crowley and Aziraphale really did change throughout the show. And I mean, it was clear that some sort of, you know, character arc was going to happen, and that, you know, it's nothing that's unexpected. It was very well built, you know, the fact that we would get to a moment where like Aziraphale understood that he had to kill Adam, or at least he thought so, and he was ready to do it. I felt like that was impressive because he was ready to pull the trigger even if it didn't happen. But I just mean, like, it was interesting to see that he understood that sometimes, that feels horrible to say, but sometimes one death was gonna, you know, if it helped to save the rest of the world, that it would be worth it, kind of thing. And you know, just Crowley understanding that he had to help them, and you know, that the destruction of the world wasn't something that was going to be good for him, and those kind of things. And I really love that what got Crowley to, like, you know, get his shit together was Aziraphale saying that they would never talk again if he couldn't do something right now. I love that. That friendship is so sweet. I feel like it's probably my favorite part of the show, was just their friendship, seeing the dynamic in between them, seeing how much they change, you know, because of each other, because of the influence of each other, everything that they're willing to do for each other, you know, like the lengths that they're willing to go for each other is just outstanding. And so I really like that the ending was just them having, you know, eating and just having fun. It really felt, and this is like a terrible comparison, but very like Romeo and Juliet, when they were talking about like, oh, we don't fit in anymore. Like, I don't know, like just the parents don't really approve like the people around them because they're from two completely different sides. And I just thought that was funny. But I also really liked that it ended with them not conforming to either side. The fact that they're just sort of on their own right now. I felt like that was pretty brilliant because like, you know, they're not good and they're not bad. They're just as close to being human as they can, kind of thing. Because I feel like, yeah, in a human, nobody's 100% good or 100% bad. It felt like they were humanizing these characters and making them, you know, more complex with both sides. And I feel like that's what they were leaning up to the entire show. So it felt like a very nice conclusion to me. That part of it, I really, really enjoyed. And I thought it was very interesting to have Anathema burn the, you know, the second book, the second prophecies. And at first I was a little bit taken aback because genuinely I did not expect that. I feel like that was the biggest shock that came from the finale for me, because I feel like, you know, when she's been trained her entire life for this, I feel like she feels compelled to, you know, read the prophecies and, you know, work with that. So I thought that it was interesting that she sort of set herself free. And I feel like that's good for her, you know, because she's lived her entire life based on these prophecies and what she can do to help and, you know, stopping the end of the world. And, you know, now they did. So now she can let go of those prophecies and be with the other Witchfinder guy. So I guess that's good for her. But I could definitely, you know, there were like some little moments that I was like, oh, this could make an interesting season 2 sort of thing. And I know that that's never been part of the plan. And I like that because I feel like this show works because it's small. I feel like if it was longer, it would feel like it was dragging along too much. I feel like I have to apologize to Dog right now because I kept waiting for him to turn back into like a hellhound. And he never did. Dog, I'm so sorry that I doubted you. I didn't mean to, but in my defense, I know who you are, like, or at least who you were inside, and you were a sketchy ass hellhound. And I honestly thought that you were gonna just revert back to evil. So dog, I'm very sorry. I apologize for always thinking you were the bad guy. It seems like you were not. I was mistaken. I admit that. And I'm sorry, dog. I hate that we didn't see the satanic nuns again, because they were my favorite part of the first episode. They were just so fun. And we got to see them again once more. I think it was like the following episode. And I really hoped that we would see more of them because they were just too hilarious. That would make another good season 2, just following the satanic nuns and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for, watching the show with me. Yeah, that's like the first show I've finished, and it's only 6 episodes, but I feel like it was so much more because it took me so long to do this. I really apologize. Things have just been a lot, but really appreciate all of you who watched this with me. I hope you had fun like I did, and I will see you guys on my next videos, whatever they may be. So thanks for watching, and let's be good/bad people. That feels like it's not a good message to give people. I was just trying to, inspire people, like, yeah, let's be human with our complexities, but now it just seems like I'm endorsing like crime or whatever. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. Bye.